John Wick universe has redefined modern action and the action genre in Hollywood, but it is now stepping into uncharted territory with a samurai western. Here's everything that we know about this bold new expansion coming to the John Wick universe. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Nerdy Basement, your home for all things comics, TV, film, anime, and pop culture. I'm your host, Ozzy, as always. And today we're diving into John Wick. There is a bold new expansion coming to the universe. A samurai western is reportedly in the works and will be serving as some sort of prequel. Now, we got some information. We're going to speculate a little bit. A lot of this has been chatter online, but we're going to cross-reference a lot of things with what has been confirmed prior to this announcement and what we've gotten already from the world of John Wick. There's no surprise that John Wick has revolutionized Hollywood and the action film genre as a whole with his debut film back in 2014. This is a film that changed how fight choreography, stunt work, and how visuals for the action genre are approached and now handled, with John Wick influencing several films including Nobody, which stars Bob Odenkirk, and The Gray Man starring Ryan Gosling, just to name a few, and it also shares a lot of his gun fu style of action with TV shows like Into the Badlands. Now, this isn't the first time that the world of John Wick has decided to expand past John Wick himself, the titular character played by Keanu Reeves. We recently had Ballerina starring Ana de Armas in theaters, which dropped this past summer, although that received some mixed reviews from both critics and fans alike, with audience members thoroughly enjoying the film more than critics did. And Ballerina also proves that stories within the world of John Wick, even if the film is not led by John Wick himself, can deliver what fans have come to expect from the world of John Wick, even if you have a scene-stealing cameo from John Wick himself. Although Ballerina wasn't the massive hit the studio probably wanted it to be, we do have the abysmal spin-off that is also a prequel, The Continental. The Continental, for those who do not know, was a 3-episode limited series that released on Peacock. The series failed where Ballerina ultimately succeeded. It did not feature the involvement of the creators, unfortunately, and failed to deliver the action expected from the world of John Wick. Once again, something that Ballerina did succeed in. And the change in aesthetic also takes you out of the viewing experience, takes you out of the universe itself, and it makes you feel like it's just a carbon copy of the original IP. But the only correlation between the two titles being the name of the place within the original IP, which is the Continental Hotel. Now, what is this samurai western set in the world of John Wick truly about? Let's dive in. This samurai western is penned by Austin Everett, and that's all we know because that is all Austin Everett has told Variety, and that's all he is able to say about the project. I know, a lot of this build up, no real payoff. We're diving into something that we do not really know anything about, but here's the thing. According to reports and rumors, mostly online speculation, the film could see Keanu's John Wick in a different setting. Not only that, but we will also see him tackling, supposedly, the impossible task that he completed before leaving the high table to marry his wife. Now, me personally, I think this is a bit of a stretch. Given the possible setting of this movie, it really wouldn't make sense for John Wick to appear, not even in a cameo, unless it is set in modern day and drawing inspiration from samurai western films a la Star Wars. Now, let's take this bit of information as pure speculation for the moment. We do have to keep in mind that there is another spin-off for the world of John Wick in the works. We have a confirmed spin-off to be directed by Donnie Yen for the character of Caine, which he also plays. Fans have also been wanting a spin-off for Halle Berry's Sophia, which was introduced in John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. Back in 2023, we also got word of a John Wick anime feature film, which was confirmed to be a prequel to the 2014 film. This film reportedly was confirmed at the time to be covering, or at least giving us, the viewers, the experience of that impossible task that John Wick took upon before leaving the high table. Here's another thing. The current online speculation is that the anime film has been reworked as a live action film with a samurai western aesthetic. Lionsgate and the company still want to cash in on expanding this universe, which is rich in lore and world building. So the seeds are essentially there. There's a lot of lore behind the world of John Wick. There's a lot of lore for the Continental, the hotel itself. There's a lot of lore for the high table. So it's just a matter of cracking that egg and make it a fine omelet. You don't want to have another situation where you get the Continental again. Once again, we got Ballerina, which wasn't the biggest success. It's its only successful spin-off within the world of John Wick. Now, switching the anime film to a live action film may be another risky move. However, given what the film wants to cover, given how popular anime is in the world now that it's so mainstream, it could work wonders for the franchise. So I'm very keen on it still being a anime feature film rather than a live action feature film. Personally, for me, I think the key to success to expanding the John Wick franchise is keeping what worked and not breaking away from that mold, while blending different genres within that franchise and also keeping the John Wick aesthetic. I believe this is the best approach that Lionsgate and company can take if they want to succeed in providing us more spin-offs and more prequels. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, let us know your thoughts in the comments, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you do not miss a video. It truly does help the channel grow. We'll see you guys on the next video. As always, stay nerdy, my friends.